And there's no such thing as death in hell. Death will come to an end. There's a hadith which mentions that death will be slaughtered and death will be put to an end. And when death is put to an end, the people of Jannah will rejoice because their blessings are never ending. And that the people of hell, this will add insult to injury, will increase them in punishment because their punishment will never come to an end. Allah says, La baridin wa la kareem. The boiling hot water, the scorching wind, the hot water vapor will not be cool for them, nor will it be hospitable for them to even live with. Why will they be punished in such a severe way? إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا قَبْلَ ذَلِكَ مُتْرَفِينَ. Allah says, because verily, إِنَّهُمْ verily they, كَانُوا قَبْلَ before ذَلِكَ, before they actually ended up in hell, مُتْرَفِينَ, because they used to be from those people who are affluent and prosperous. And I mentioned this in the introduction. It doesn't mean you get punished because you're rich. These people, Allah refers to the mutrafin as prosperous and affluent because their wealth led them astray. Mutrafin refers to affluent, prosperous individuals in society who are rich and wealthy and financially stable and whose money allowed them to lead astray. They got up to no good more because of their money and because of their position and power. Allah says majority of the people of hell will be these people. Because they led a bad example. When they have, you see kind of crazy celebrities. You see sometimes they ended up on Disney Channel, and then they ended up being from a young innocent girl, some people know what I'm talking about, they end up making crazy music videos, and then not only living such a vile life yourself, they themselves begin to set a bad trend for the people who come after them. So then young girls want to speak like that, walk like that, talk like that. And every time those girls lead that same bad example, these people also are sinful. And they themselves are affluent, prosperous, influential. Allah says, who also are they? Allah goes into the adjective to describe. So, إِنَّمْ كَانُوا قَبْلَ ذَلِكَ مُتْرَفِينَ. Verily they were before, the affluent, prosperous people. وَكَانُوا يُصِرُّونَ عَلَى الْحِنْثِ الْعَظِيمِ. And these people, صَرَّ يُصِرُّ means something to be persistent on something. أَصَرَّ يُصِرُّ to be continuous on something. Continuously do something. عَلَى الْحِنْثِ الْعَظِيمِ. Hinth refers to sin. عظيم means major sin. Hinth refers to sin. Azim means major sin. These people who ended up in hell were people who would continuously, habitually commit major sin after sin after sin. It was part of the daily routine to continuously commit sin. And this is something which is extremely scary. If sin becomes part of who you are, Allah says, this is the description of the people of the hell. You can't just help speaking ill of people. You can't just help missing a Fajr Salah. You can't be bothered to look after those who are poor. You got money to go Hajj, I can't be asked. And it's a continuous part of their characteristics, a continuous part of who they are. It becomes part of their makeup, in a sense. And Allah says that because they will continuously commit major sins, Allah says these are the people of the left, the people of hellfire. And in another verse in the opening part of the Qur'an, Allah says that those people who do bad deeds, يَتُوبُونَ مِنْ قَرِيبٍ. Everyone, كُلُّ بَنِي آدَمَ خَطَّاؤُونَ. Every single human being is a sinner. وَخَيْرُ الْخَطَّائِينَ التَّوَّابُونَ. But the best of sinners are those who seek Allah's forgiveness. By nature we sin. If we never sin by nature, then we would be angels. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala expects us to atone for our sins, expects us to seek. And this ummah is so unique that even through, there's an Arabic poem which the poet says that this ummah is so unique that even through sinning we can gain the closeness to Allah. It doesn't mean go commit sin. But because we seek Allah's forgiveness, Allah likes that so much, even through our bad actions it can draw us closer. To such an extent, people, sometimes Allah forgives their sins, and sometimes Allah converts all of their bad sins into good actions and credits to their good actions. All of their bad actions. This is how people, this is when we make dua, this is the duas the Prophet would make. Not only forgive my sins, of Allah, turn my bad actions into good actions, and accredit them to my right hand side so that I can see them on the day of Qiyamah. But these people of the left are those people who used to continuously commit major sin after sin after sin. وَكَانُوا يُسِرُّونَ. And they would be persistent. I was mentioning the verse earlier on, that the other people, those who do sin out of بِجَهَالَةٍ ثُمَّ يَتُوبُونَ مِنْ قَرِيبٍ. Those who commit sin out of negligence, out of ignorance. And then they seek Allah's forgiveness. Allah says for them, Allah forgives them. But these people who, as I said, we need to really focus on ourselves and see what kind of sins are continuous in our lives. In our social aspect, in our ibadah and everything.